Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show where we are figuring it out together over time. Almost forgot. So tonight is episode 24, I believe. 24, something like that.
Close enough.
Yeah, 24. And we have a few topics we're going to get into, but before we do that, Jesse, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling friggin' excellent, dude. Alpha brained out of my friggin' mind right now. Actually, no, I was saying that this is like one of the better moods I've been in. You know, it's happened a few times.
Why is
Negative
that?
Jess has been in a good mood going into a podcast. I don't know. We just kind of like took an hour or two and 2 hours about and hung out, played some guitar.
Jammed
Haven't
out?
done that in a while. We didn't really. Well, can't say we didn't accomplish anything. It was
learned
fun.
it a little bit.
Learned a couple parts of the Led Zeppelin, and but it was fun. It was fun to
Just hanging out,
hanging out.
broing out. And Drew, what about you? How you feeling tonight?
I'm great, my brother.
How'd you feel about the jam session?
Oh, it was invigorating.
Oh, I don't even know what that means, but it sounds nice. It sounds good. Yeah, it was fun, man. I brought my bass out. I do not know pretty much anything. I know how to read tabs like barely.
Yeah, I was showing you a little bit.
Yeah, Jess had to show me and how to tune my bass for me because I have no idea how to do that. But it was fun. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to come and just kind of jam out. But yeah, so like I said,
First of all, before we get into anything, this is like what I just want to tell this news story and see what you guys think.
Crane's Corner.
Not really. So no, this is a serious story, and I don't believe it, but this woman got attacked and killed.
True. That is 100% true.
She got attacked and killed by a pack of 7 wiener dogs.
Oh, never mind. That one's true too, though.
You're thinking of the alligator?
I've seen the alligator.
Well, yeah, I've seen that too. But how can a pack of 7 wiener dogs
They
kill
cuddle her to
anything?
death?
And then the cop, when
I
the
heard
cop
about that,
came,
yeah.
a cop showed up, first responder on site, and when he showed up, one of the wiener dogs charged him and he shot and killed it. Dude, I swear to God, this is not a
Well,
joke.
yeah, if the dog was just killed someone, I would shoot him too. He's coming for you, bro.
Well, yeah, but I just don't believe
His
it.
little ass legs are just.
Little ass dachshund or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I think it is a dachshund.
7 wiener dogs.
That's a
Murdered
way to
lady.
go
Death
out.
by
though,
wiener
man.
dog?
Yeah,
Death by chode.
but I think she had a dog and they were like attacking her dog or something like that. I don't know.
It could be. You heard of it? You heard it?
I heard of it. Yeah, yeah. She was trying to protect her dog or something.
I heard
R.I.P.
another story where a guy went to fast food. I'm not sure which one, but he went to a fast food place. He ordered a large Coke, and they gave him a small Coke. So he goes back to the window and was like, "Hey, I paid for a large Coke. You know, I want a large." So the lady gives him a large, but not before poisoning it with a Tide Pod. She put a Tide Pod in his Coke.
She was carrying it with her
So
to
then,
work.
when he's pulling away from the window, it starts foaming because, like, you know, the chemicals or whatever
Chemical reaction.
reacted with the carbonation of the soda, and it started foaming. So you would think, like, he thought, like, you know, it's like when you shake up a beer and before it goes all over the car, he tried to drink it fast, and he chugged it down real quick to try to stop it from overflowing, and he ended up in the hospital.
He didn't die.
He did not die. He had to go to the emergency room, though.
So she was just carrying a Tide Pod with her to work.
The cops questioned the lady, and you know, she said, "I didn't do it," and that's it.
I'm not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not
Yeah.
guilty.
So how was
Case
your week,
closed.
Chris?
It was good, man. It was better than that, guys. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Better
Anything
than
exciting
us.
and new happen?
Not really. I'm still working in Miami, but next week we need to finish up the job, so I'm actually starting from tomorrow night. I'm gonna be staying in Miami Beach. on
Like
Miami
you're
Beach.
getting put up in a hotel.
Yeah.
all
So
free-
what do you got? Like
expenses
packs
paid?
like a week worth of clothes and
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have my work clothes and then just some like they have a gym there and like the beach is literally right there. It's right on the beach, so
you lift?
a little bit.
Where at in Miami?
I guess technically Miami Beach. It's like right off of Collins and
Collins Avenue.
That's South Beach.
it's just north of South Beach.
Hmm.
Yeah, just north. But
All right.
I'm excited about that.
Okay.
It's like a mini vacation.
All right, Jess.
Touche. What are we asking? What are you asking me?
Anything exciting happened this week for
What's
you?
the question?
This week, I had it's just work stuff, you know. I had to
Normal
do
week?
I had to do a couple things at work, you know.
Couple things.
Do some safety meetings. Trying to take care of my friggin' guys. The friggin' went out
Oh yeah.
and bought a bunch of food or whatever. We had to cook out and all that shit, but just an average week.
Bonding.
Yeah, you know. I think the guys
Company bonding.
appreciate me.
Excuse me, Christian. Can you
To a degree.
put your phone away?
I was trying to
Can you
post
buzz off
something on
it?
my story.
Oh, all right. Just go ahead and just. Oh, you wanna go
I was
ahead.
jamming.
You know what? We're just gonna pause the podcast real quick. Let's everybody
Everyone-
just
All right.
everybody just hang tight. Chris, go ahead and finish
So
that.
everyone knows I'm
Finish
posting
that post
something.
real quick.
All right, I'm done.
All right,
All finished.
All right, guys. My week. Thanks for asking.
Yo, you gotta ask
it was
yourself,
good.
bro.
It was good. The part-time job is going.
Yeah, seeing your
well.
story
Looked
looked fun.
Yeah. What was on my
You
story?
were slinging bee pipes?
Yeah, the bee pipes, and then like, when you guys were in the warehouse.
Bee pipes are rare.
Dude,
you
they
know what I'm
are. You
saying?
got a whole friggin' rack of
Had
them.
a whole stack of them. So
And then someone
Yeah.
was having truck issues or something. The dude with the long hair, and then other dude was underneath the car.
Joju and De Palma.
Oh
speaking of.
yeah. No.
Uh,
But actually, we made some progress with the juice bar too, which is
Ooh, okay.
tight. So like, I'm about to start negotiating with the landlord. Finally heard back from the contractors.
Now,
we
where'd you
got-
went today? Check out the spot.
Yeah, I went with Dennis. We got. I mean, dude, the one general contractor wants like $75,000
what?
to renovate the small space, so we're just gonna sub it out and do it ourselves. We still have the
Oh,
architect drew the
individual?
plans. Yeah, and then we're gonna do individual.
So you guys actually have a spot then already set up. You guys have something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a spot set up. It's in a busy plaza next to a Planet Fitness, which
Awesome.
we'll probably all end up joining. Dude, $21 a month
Wait. Where is this Planet
for
Fitness?
everything
Where is it?
at Planet Fitness. Southern.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So yeah, some progress with that, which
Awesome.
is exciting because I want to get it going. Man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of waiting, tired of sitting on my hands. Basically, it's like, this is kind of something I wanted to talk about on the show. Is like just waiting for other people.
Right.
Like when you have a job and you want to get something done, but you're waiting on other people, and it's like it's one of those things where it's like I think it's simple stuff, but like here's let me give you an example, right? Okay, so I tell the contractor, let's meet in the space, with the architect, so that way the architect and the contractor can tell me what they need
Right.
to give me an estimate on what the cost of the build out's going to be. Okay, no problem. Architect takes 2 weeks to get the drawing. That's
Right.
fine. General contractor takes 6 weeks to get the estimate, just to tell me that, oh, these are preliminary drawings and we don't really know what it's going to cost. I said, oh, so I mean, you couldn't tell me that when you received them a month ago? And saved me a month's worth of time. And it's like, I'm trying to learn and be patient and not step on people's toes and all that stuff. But like really, like in this world, if you want to get something done, you have to ride people's asses.
Right. Yeah.
And
100%.
like I'm trying to like be patient and find the balance between pushing and letting it take its course, which, we know from our lives and the paths that we've been on that, you don't want to just force shit.
Yeah.
But there's like that fine line between like
Right.
forcing it and be like, dude, are you fucking doing your job or are you
Right.
not doing your job? I'm sure Jesse deals with it a lot. Like,
Yeah.
and you too. I mean, it's just so frustrating,
Yeah.
It's like, and everyone just wants to fucking fuck you on margins and
Right,
make all
right.
kinds of money and shit. It's like, dude, how you gonna fucking charge me $75,000 to build 4 walls in a fucking office?
Right.
Like $75,000. Who has that money to start a business? I mean, I'm sure there's people that do, but it's like, dude,
You're not one of them.
no. So,
I might be
But-
able to. We'll talk afterwards. But I might be able to recommend you.
oh,
Something.
here he goes.
Ooh.
Here he
never
goes.
asked
He
him.
can
2
help me
months
now.
later.
2 months later, he can help me now.
Oh, I know.
This
a
guy's
guy.
unbelievable.
I know a guy, dude.
He knows.
All
the
right,
guy.
we'll link up, dude. We'll link up.
He's a GC and he's got his own side business, so probably.
Okay.
All right, so we'll.
That's sick though. I didn't even know you guys like had any like progress.
Yeah, no, we got a spot. See, the thing is with this spot, the last spot that we had, it was already built. right?
For
It was for a restaurant,
Okay.
so we could kind of plug and play.
Yeah.
Just paint, do some simple stuff. This is an empty shell, a square, 20 by
okay.
70, with a bathroom in the back corner. That's it. No plumbing for sinks,
Right.
no walls, no counters, no
So,
nothing.
Yeah, damn.
Which I get. So that's why it's going to be expensive. But at the same token, it's like, we'll probably just have to amend the plans,
Yeah.
minimalize it, and just really start from scratch, and just maybe just have a counter and some walls and some
Just to
tables.
start out with at least, just
And
to
then
get
build
you
as we
going.
go.
Yeah, yeah,
But the thing is the building process is lengthy. So you got to get permits.
that's true.
Architect to draw the permits. He goes to the county to get the permits, and that alone takes 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I know shit.
2 months.
And then, but the landlord probably isn't gonna wait around for you to be like,
No, they will. So right
Oh,
now
they
we're
will,
at the
okay.
we're at the point where we talk to the landlord, right? And we're going to negotiate a price,
okay,
right? That we're going to pay per month or per year or per square foot. And then what they do is that's why we needed the contractor and all this stuff, because we need to say, hey, look, Mr. Landlord or Mr. Realtor, it's going to cost us X amount of dollars to renovate the
okay.
space. What can you give us towards it?
Right.
Normally what they'll do is they give you a little cash and they give you free rent, right? So we need to figure out what the cost of the renovation is.
Free rent because you're renovating.
Right.
Or
So
free
we pay for the renovations. Let's say we pay $30,000.
So once
And then they might say, "Oh, well, we'll give you $20,000 in free rent."
oh,
And 10,000
because you're essentially
in
helping
cash.
them out a little bit.
Yeah, we're building
Right.
their space. This building was empty, or this whole plaza. It's massive. There's probably 50 bays in there, and it was empty 9 years ago, foreclosed.
Oh wow,
It was empty. So they're like trying to get it built back up. So they're they want to get people in these spaces. But yeah, man, it's a learning process, and I'm trying to be patient, but also
So once you actually sign a deal before anything,
it could be 3 months, and then we're good.
technically you're responsible for rent
Yeah,
from that point on.
as soon as you sign the lease.
So it would be great to have some free rent at least, because it's not going to
Usually, yeah, they'll at least get you through the renovation part. Like, let's say it's $2,500 a month. Like, so I mean, they could offer us. I mean, I don't even know, to be completely honest with you. But if they say, some places will also say like the lease won't start. Like, you could sign it now, but it won't start until you're operational.
Yeah.
So there's like a bunch of different ways that they can do it.
yeah,
But
because they don't want you like going into.
we can't pay for the space while
right.
we're renovating it.
Start-
We can't pay for it if we're
start
not
off
making
the
any money.
fucking bat
Yeah.
in the hole, a couple.
Yeah, exactly.
They want you.
So,
to
but it's
succeed.
also challenging because both my partners are working full time. I'm working part time, which, like, when you say it out loud, like working part time, it's like it doesn't seem like it's that much, right? But if like 3 full days
Yeah.
of working kind of like makes you like shuffle around everything else. So like, whereas a month ago I had all my time, 100% to allocate to like riding all these people to make sure like
Right,
shit
right.
was getting done, So it makes me a little bit worried to know that I'm gonna have to do that while I'm working part time
right.
during the build out to like make sure that they're actually doing it the right way. But I'm also gonna do a lot of the stuff, and it'd be cool if you guys could help too. We all,
Yeah.
like actually, cause I'll have the plumbing done, I'll have the walls built, and then like we're gonna seal the floor with some kind of, what's it called?
Sealer?
Seal.
Nah, epoxy.
Oh.
Or
I don't know, dude. I don't
what
know
do you
anything
put
about-
over stuff that makes it look real clear and shiny?
Well, seal is for
Yeah.
like wood,
Could
isn't
be
it?
a type of sealer or clear coat.
Yeah.
Clear
I don't
coat.
So we'll like do that over the cement, so that way it has like an old rugged
yeah,
like
yeah,
cement
yeah.
look. They build the walls, framing, and drywall. We'll
It's
come in
cement?
there. We'll go. The floor is right now.
I can get you that shit.
Oh.
At work.
Yeah. So then like we'll go in there and we'll paint the walls that they built.
All right.
We got a couple tables, chairs.
I'll help out, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been watching little Shark Tank, so you know what I'm saying I might need maybe, who knows, maybe 30% equity.
I mean, how much cash you got up front though? These guys are handing out cash like it's
Yeah, that's
like it's Pez.
That's true.
All right, so that's enough about me. All right, we got 3 topics that we're going to talk about
Yep.
tonight. First one is gratitude.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Was Christian's topic. Christian, this was the first thing I said. Let's pick 3 topics. Came off Christian's tongue real fast. So why don't you set it off, brother?
Dude, gratitude is everything, man. I was actually talking to a few friends yesterday about it, and it's just it's crazy, for at least for me in terms of like my perspective and like how I think. If I'm not, in like a state of mind of being grateful, then I'm either, fearful or like worrying about, you know, like the whole fear of missing out, or worrying about the future, worrying about like the past, whatever it is. If I'm not in a state of mind of gratitude, then I'm in like a state where it's not necessarily healthy.
Right. It's one of those things where if you're thinking about what you don't have,
Right.
puts you in that place.
Right.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm like, you know, grateful, it's just it puts my mind in like a perspective or like a state of mind that's, you know, a positive one, and like no matter what's happening. And for the most part, you know, luckily I've been, you know, in that state of mind consistently. So yeah.
A couple of years ago, I made a list. You know what I'm saying?
Gratitude list.
You don't do that anymore, dude?
I mean, I haven't made one in the past couple of years.
Yeah,
fucking
neither
up.
have I used to do it
Why?
too.
You made one recently?
Yeah, dude, I always do that.
Positive Jess.
They call me Positive Jess.
Yeah, dude. So it's a big topic.
How do
man.
you remain grateful, Jess?
Just some fleeting thoughts here and there. Honestly, it's not like I'm being serious. Like, it's not just like all day long.
Right.
I'm like, I'm grateful for birds and trees and sunlight.
Oh, the air.
I'm not one of those
yeah.
Oh,
guys.
God's air.
I'm really not. But every now and then, you know, if I'm getting in a mood, like I think about like picture where I was at a couple years
Right.
ago, like before I came to Florida, you know, and it was like the problems now are like are
Different.
nothing.
Are they high class?
Now my problems are like
Are they
I
luxury
got
problems?
too much work to do,
Right,
You know,
right.
like
Ooh.
shit like that. It's but I am grateful, man, of
Yeah.
everything.
Well,
Yeah, that's a
it's-
big thing. To
it's
remember
crazy.
where you came from.
Right, and it's crazy, like how, like just look when I look back and times where I'm like, you know, whether it's, you know, fear of missing out or just like kind of the grass is greener on the other side thing, and I like that situation, and then I look at a situation where I'm grateful, and it could be I could be in the exact same place, but it's just crazy how much different, you know, your outlook changes. So
Yeah, but that helps me like get a good perspective. Like, cause I that shit leaves my head a lot, you know, where I'm not sitting around all day being like, I have to put those thoughts in my head like, well, remember where you're at now
Right.
to make me grateful for what I have now. Cause
yeah,
you know, I have to be like trained into that kind of thinking, but it does help.
big
You know what I
time.
mean? You know what I'm saying?
I love it, dude.
Is
What
See what
about
I'm
you,
saying?
Drew?
What about me?
What's your take on gratitude?
Hold on real quick. I'm setting up the camera.
All right. While Drew's setting up the camera,
boop,
I'd like
boop,
to say that
Boop.
I'm grateful for
Jamming.
Kyle Swenson.
Oh, the
Because
Swinson
Kyle Swenson and his Southern Belle accent I've really
is our guest in the
I've
house
really
tonight.
made my life, dude, a much
Thanks, bud.
better space to be in. No problem, Swins. All right, Drew, take it back.
All right. What was the question?
Gratitude, bro.
All right, gratitude. So, here's what I know about gratitude.
Get it.
What? The-
Look,
Look,
I used to make pizzas for $8 an hour.
Yep. Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Zaz.
I used to make garlic knots.
Ooh,
You know,
good stuff.
I used to deliver them pizzas. I lived in my mom's basement.
Get it.
You know what I'm saying? Now I got a beautiful life, beautiful wife, you know, beautiful house, place to live. I mean, but here's the bottom line. If I have a roof over my head,
Yep.
food in my stomach, and an opportunity in front of me, the rest is just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? That's really all I like to think about when it comes to gratitude. I mean, we always love to complicate things
Right.
and just, you know, and also what I said to you, like a lot of times I'll be like, oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. I wish I had new shoes. I wish I had,
Right,
I
right.
got fucking 30 pairs of shoes in the closet.
Right.
Why
I
am
do
I
that
looking
all
for new
day, you know?
shoes? You know? So I love the topic, and it's something good to remember and to talk about, and I'm glad that we're talking about it because I'm sure other people, you know, and look, oh my God, that's so crazy. I didn't even think about it. Okay, so I was in Jamaica last weekend, right?
Yeah. Talk about it.
Jamaica.
I was there from yeah, man. It's no problem.
10 tree
That's what
with
they all
tree
say.
on.
Yeah, man, it's no problem.
No problems.
No problem. Like
complaints.
everything. All right, okay, so here's what I want to talk about when it comes to that, right?
Talk about it.
We don't realize how much opportunity we have here and how grateful that we should be for living in
Yeah.
America and being raised with the opportunities that we have.
Oh, fuck
Because, dude, they literally have nothing,
Yeah.
you know?
You got weed. That's about it.
I mean, I did a little research on that, and like, yeah, like it was decriminalized. You know,
Mhm.
you can have like 2 ounces or something like that legally, and you can have 5 plants. And like, if you're smoking with like something to do with your religion, that's how it's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
legal.
yeah, yeah.
You know, but
What religion is that? Rastafari?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
I
yeah,
didn't know that was a religion.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
One love.
So, like, dude, the kids have nothing. They take
Yeah.
taxis to school, you know, like their parents put them on the front of little mopeds, you know, like dangerous shit, you know,
Yeah.
the people drive like they're crazy, you know, and, you know, there's no jobs.
Yeah.
There's no jobs, you know? And people over here just want to fucking complain and whine, collect fucking unemployment, live off the fucking government, you know, which I'm sure these are sensitive topics, but whatever, dude. You know, this is our podcast, so.
Yeah.
But people want to do that shit when dude, you could literally do anything you want in this country,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know? And that's something to remain grateful for, you know? Anything. You want to be a freaking movie director? Which I do. Go do it, you know?
You want to be an escort? Move to freaking Vegas.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the cool thing about traveling, though. That's why I want to travel more.
Yeah.
You know?
We talked about that a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. You know, it definitely, changes your perspective on things, you know? And, dude, here's another crazy thing.
Talk
like,
about it.
Dude, like, I've never felt so out of place,
Mm.
right? In a traveling setting, you know? Like, I've traveled to Puerto Rico, and the Bahamas many years ago, and then just really everywhere else was in the States,
Mhm.
you know. So like, to be the only white person in a crowd of black people,
Mhm.
you know, it's crazy, right?
How'd that make you feel?
like nervous, like out of my element, and like they were preying on me, you know. You walk out of the airport, right, and like everyone's trying to get you into their car.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mom had told me about
You
that.
know?
So my mom goes to Jamaica like at least
You know where
once
your
a
driver
year.
is, man, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
My mom
like-
has told me that those stories. Like then they got like people like selling shit out of like holes in walls.
Yeah.
You see that?
Dude, people literally
Did you see that?
literally collect fruit and sell it on the side of the road to try to make a living.
Us, they do that here too.
Not
Not
like that.
dude.
Dude.
Like they'll grow and harvest it. Like he's saying, like picking shit up off the fucking side of the road, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, and like, well,
No, people here do that kind of, but I'm saying like they don't have an opportunity, so they go and they make one.
right.
Is kind of what I'm getting at. You know?
Yeah.
They go into the sea and get the conch shells.
Yeah, yeah.
Set up a stand and sell the conch shells. You know?
Yeah. Well, I
Stuff
mean,
like that.
yeah, they see a tourist, and I'm sure. I mean, it's just like I'm sure most. Well, I don't travel much, but I'm sure a lot of places are like that. They see a tourist come in, and it's money. They know you got money.
Yeah,
You know,
if you're on
traveling.
vacation, you're trying to spend money,
right,
I guess,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
I didn't have any money, though.
No
So-
money.
No, zero. Dude, and 2 times in between the airport and the place that we stayed, they like stopped us. Like there was like roadblocks, like
Oh,
stopped
okay.
roadblocks, and everyone just had machine guns.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if it was the police or the army or what, but they're just
Mm.
like sitting there with like
They're not dressed like
The
police
M4s.
or army.
I think they were dressed like policemen. Didn't have like camouflage on or anything like that. But like they're just, I don't know, maybe they were looking for someone or
Yeah.
what. But I mean, they it was a few days apart.
Right.
You know, it was like on a what was it, Thursday and then a Sunday. They were still there both times, just standing there with M4s, just like, and I pull up, I'm like, hello, you know, and they're like, they just like kind of like wave you on,
Yeah.
you know. I was like, so weird.
Yeah, it's cool, man. That's cool to experience like
Yeah,
different cultures.
I'll the video will be out, and I'm gonna work on that. That should be really fun. Which brings us to our next topic. Is consistency.
That's a good one right there.
Take the
Solid.
lead on that. bud.
So
Your turn.
the reason why Jesse isn't consistent with music, you know, is
He sucks.
he sucks, you know. And we played tonight, and
Yeah,
before the
killed it.
podcast started, I just want to let everyone know. He said, boy, this is the best mood that I've been in since we ever started a podcast.
I believe it was more like, gee golly, Willikers.
Oh, guys.
I feel good tonight.
Okay, so the reason why I want to talk about this, because sometimes I get discouraged, like people want to try things, people have hobbies, people have interests, and you get discouraged if you're not good at something right away, right? So for me, and I started a little project, 30 videos in 30 days, which is me just trying to be consistent with one of my hobbies, right? Yeah. So what it does is it gets me behind the camera every day, gets me behind the computer and the editing software every day, and just keeps that momentum and the creativity going. And just, like yesterday I filmed kids in the park and riding bikes, which I never would have done if I didn't sit down and say I'm going to do 30 videos in 30 days. I would have just made a video every 2 weeks like I always do. So it kind of helped me get outside of the comfort zone and making me do things that I normally wouldn't do, But consistency is key for anything, whether it's work, relationship, gym stuff, like working out, anything like that. Like if you're consistent with it and you do it on a daily basis or, weekly basis or whatever it is, you're going to get better. You're going to improve,
100%. Yeah.
Touche.
What's something in your life that you just wish you were more consistent with?
Well, I actually this week I just started going back to the gym, like pretty much 100%.
Why do you go to the gym?
Oh man, for me it's like therapy basically, Therapy, when I go in, and I mean it's like anything else, you go and you tire yourself out, and I drive to Miami every single day, so I get home, I'm tired, I'm actually kind of in a bad mood when I get home. So
road it's a far
rage,
drive,
road rage a little bit, on the road. And so lifting, going to the gym, it kind of helps me release some of that stress, and so I'm not like being a jerk to Kelly. Not like it's anything crazy, but I definitely get a little bit short with her, and I know she definitely doesn't deserve it. So I mean I've been lifting for like the past probably 4 or 5 years, and it's always been a big thing. It's always been something that I value. So.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it helps physical health, but probably also mental health.
Mental health, definitely 100%.
Yeah. You do any cardio?
I mean, I do like a 10-minute warm up just to kind of get the, my body
get the blood flowing
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So that's one thing that you wish you were more consistent with?
I mean, I guess not really because I'm doing it now, this week, anyways. But wishing I was more consistent. I mean, probably just I have a tendency to like pick things up a lot and not like follow through. So the whole consistency, like over the topic. Sure. So I guess just not picking so many things, and like kind of limiting it down to, figuring out what like my core things that I want to focus my energy on, and then sticking to that.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I want.
Jess, what do you think about when you hear consistency?
Probably. I mean, I'm super consistent with work. Probably fucking guitar playing, It's almost been like, I've talked about it last week, but like non-existent, You
didn't set the alarm from last week?
No.
I
did play for like, I played a little bit
that
last night. I even took my guitar to Helene's house. I played
Did you serenade her?
Yeah, I was just diddly doodadding.
Girls just love the acoustic guitar,
Yeah. Yeah. But,
unless you don't know how to play.
I made an effort this week. It wasn't an everyday thing, but
more than last week, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's sick, nasty,
progress.
dude.
Yeah,
that's some progress.
Yeah, it's more or less what I like about it. It's like because I feel like I definitely I suck compared to what I used to play like. So that's why I like don't, because then I pick it up and I'm like, fuck man, I suck, and I just don't even want to play. But being able to pick something up, learn it, and once you get it down, it's like the feeling of accomplishment, is great. So I mean,
nothing better than accomplishing something,
Oh
And the
yeah.
third topic, which is
Changes.
sprung from our guest,
Swanson.
Oh,
who
we picked-
doesn't get a microphone.
But I'm right here. Changes.
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 What do you think about Jess?
The reason when Kyle yelled out changes that I then repeated it as my topic is because this month is full of fucking changes.
Oh, big time.
You know, been living with Swenson for a year. You know, it's been good. Kyle's friggin' leaving Florida the end of the month. It's a sad day, and I've been thinking a lot about it because the next 3 weeks, man, is gonna be mostly with that situation. You know, there's a lot involved. Like, I got a lot of shit to fucking pack up, tear down.
Moving's the worst.
We got to move out of the third floor you know, buddy Frank's gonna be moving in, but it's gonna be a big process. But there's a lot that's gonna be changed just in my living situation, you know, in the next month. But
Literally nothing that I hate more
I've been
than
going through
moving.
a lot of changes at work. They've all been pretty good, but it's, you know, I kind of got tossed into a role there with that had a lot to learn. Kind of goes in part with the consistency because I picked it up pretty good, but now it's just a matter of like being consistent with it. But that's
Wow,
been, like,
we're just bouncing between topics that
Well,
are
no,
intertwining
that's-
with one another.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
it's been a challenge, but so far, you know, I've been getting like good feedback about what I'm doing, and it's looking good, man. But
Do you like change?
depends on, I guess, what it is. You know, I used to like not hate change, but
Yeah.
now it's like, even with this position at work, you know, it's a lot more responsibility involved in it, and a lot more things that I have to do that I'm kind of uncomfortable doing. Like, I got to hold these meetings with like 25, 30 people and like, you know, talk about stuff that I'm learning about that I'm supposed to be like the guy with all the answers, you know, like a lot of safety stuff. And it's kind of uncomfortable to like give these presentations with like PowerPoint slides and, you know, talk, not just read off the shit, but it's been like good for me because I get more comfortable with that, and I'm doing pretty good. But I mean, in the last year, other than that, I mean, I probably still am a little bit, but always been like a selfish bastard and like trying to get into more of a relationship. It's been a long time since I was actually in a relationship and had to like think about somebody else
Yep.
other than myself.
Can't
But
be
it's been,
selfish.
you know, all those things have been like good for me. And those are like kind of the major changes that are going on right now.
That's great, dude. What do they say about change?
It's the only thing
They
that's.
say there's no.
They say something about it. I
They
don't
say,
know.
like,
The only
that-
constant.
The
It's
only
the only
constant. There you
constant. And then they also say that, you know, change can be uncomfortable,
go. Yeah.
but there's no growth in the comfort zone.
Where'd you get that, dude?
Kyle said it once.
Wow.
Wow.
No, Kyle didn't say that. I heard that at a meeting, probably. You know, no growth in the comfort zone.
It's true.
Zone. None, dude.
That's true, man.
What about
That's
you?
strange. That
what's-
was in my video the other day.
No.
But I guess you just. Yeah, he's.
No,
he's,
dude. I think you heard that.
You
from
know,
me
he's
once.
trying to.
Oh,
Give
the
me the
video.
old-
The video.
Let's be
You
real
know what I'm
here,
saying?
dude.
Trying to take. You know.
Dude, you took that. You took
Whatever,
that
dude.
from me,
He
dude.
Whatever,
straight
dude.
took it right in your face.
Whatever,
Okay,
dude.
change topic. Christian, what's changing for you these days?
I love change, man. I actually do.
Fucking loves change.
I love it. No, it's you know, like Drew said, it's something that I kind of accepted a long time ago. Is that the fact that everything, you know, changes, and I moved around like a lot growing up, so I've always kind of been able to adapt pretty well, and like this, and I think like the whole, fear that comes with change, like when you change a job or change, get a new relationship or whatever it is, that too has gotten a lot better. Like with this new job that I got, with the relationship with Kelly that I'm in, I'm not like afraid of anything changing. So whether it's a new job or whatever the case is, I'm extremely happy with how everything's going, and I don't plan on changing anything, but I'm not like afraid to, like, for example, like in past relationships, I was afraid to be like 100% involved because, I don't want to get let down, or I didn't want to, get hurt or whatever. But, now, like, I know a possibility is there of like a major change happening, but I'm not like afraid to be 100% in on things. So yeah, I mean, I not so much that I love change, but like I respect it, and I'm okay with it.
For sure.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's always a constant.
Yeah.
Sometimes, sometimes change can suck.
Yeah.
Depends on what we're talking about, just changing, Sometimes it can suck. Sometimes it can be
What if you're
uncomfortable.
changing your underwear?
Well, that's what I'm saying. One time I woke up in the backseat of a car and I had shat my pants when I was about
Well, that's a good
19
turn.
years old. And I had to change.
You
And it
had to
was an
change,
uncomfortable change, but
It felt good after.
I never shat my pants again, I'll tell you that. That's a true
What just
story.
happened?
That was actually
You took
a true
it there,
story,
dude. You took it.
Not
Oh
lying.
yeah.
It's a good story. It's a good story. I like it.
Really happened.
For life.
Metaphor.
What about you,
What?
Drew?
Changing or shitting your pants?
Shitting your pants is a metaphor.
Shitting your
Sometimes
pants
if
is a
you shit
metaphor.
Your pants, you just have to change your clothes.
That's it.
I like it.
What about you, Drew?
What about me?
When life
How do you feel
gives
about changes?
shits.
Change your clothes.
Okay, so I ain't scared of nothing.
Oh. False.
the tape. Nah, I like change. It is the only constant. If you aren't changing things and growing and moving forward, then you're most likely moving backwards.
Yeah.
Is the way that I look at it. So I embrace change. I love challenging myself, which usually comes with change, trying new things. That all is kind of engulfed around change. And if you ain't comfortable changing and moving forward, then, you're never going to be comfortable in probably life in general, because life is one big giant ball of change, And I'm going to have some big things changing in my life soon, and I couldn't be more excited. And,
Are you talking
Time-
about something that,
time will-
we don't know about?
time will reveal more. Oh, yeah, there's tons of things you guys don't know about.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. I have an idea, though.
More will be
More will be revealed over time,
Are you pregnant?
So more will be revealed.
Okay. Like they say, dude, when life gives you shits,
Change your clothes.
change your clothes.
That's it.
All right, so we'll wrap it up there for the night.
On the positive note.
On a positive note, yep, it's Saturday.
Yep.
It's June 9th. We're going to drop this episode, the 24th recorded episode, tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the dot, as scheduled, like always, delivering that constant
Positivity.
positive vibes. All right, guys, thanks for listening. See you next week.